Hi Year 9, this is the lesson that took place live on Teams, but this is the recording of it for those of you that didn't manage to get on. So this lesson is a revision of the present tense verb endings and free time. So your starter is match up these infinitive verbs. So on the left hand side you have got the Spanish infinitives, and on the right hand side you have got the English infinitives. So just take 2 minutes to quickly write down these matched up. You can pause the video if you need to, if you need more time. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the matched up. So you've got hablar, to talk, comer, to eat, charlar, to chat, caminar, to walk, jugar, to play, llamar, to call, estudiar, to study, leer, to read, escuchar, to listen, comprar, to buy, beber, to drink, vivir, to live, repetir, to repeat, salir, to go out, and ayudar, to help. Okay, so there are 3 types of infinitive verbs in Spanish. You have got ones that end in AR, ones that end in ER, and ones that end in IR. Let's have a look at some examples. AR verbs, you have got hablar, to talk, charlar, to chat, caminar, to walk. You have got ER verbs, comer, to eat, beber, to drink, leer, to read. And IR verbs, you have got repetir, to repeat. Move that up there. Vivir, to live, and salir, to go out. So when you're conjugating a verb, so conjugating is when you change the ending of your verb to match the person who is doing the verb. First thing you need to do is write down your pronouns. Now your pronouns always go in this particular order: I, you, he, she, we, you lot, and they. And in Spanish you've got yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros if it's we and we're all male, or nosotras if it's we and we're all female. Vosotros if it's you lot and you are all male, and vosotras female, ellos and ellas. Step 2, choose your infinitive verb. So you might choose an AR verb, charlar, or an ER verb, beber, or an IR verb, vivir. Step 3, cross off the ending of your verbs. You cross off the AR, the ER, and the IR. Step 4, just move this over, is to write the stem next to each of the pronouns. So you would have Charl, beb, and viv. And finally, step 5 is to add the correct endings onto those stems. So for an AR verb, it goes o, as, a, amos, ais, an. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. Chalo, chalas, chala, chalamos, chalais, chalan. ER verbs, they go o, es, e, amos, eis, en. O, es, e, emos, eis, en. And IR verbs go o, es, e, imos, is, en. So you will see that ER verbs and IR verbs are very similar. in their ending. So all three in the I form for your all end in O. Then you've got as, ss, e, amos, amos, emos, eyes, is, and nn. So er and ir are the same apart from in the we and the you lot form. So instead of amos, it becomes emos, and instead of a's, it becomes is. So let's just go over that again. You've got AR verbs o, as, amos, eyes, an. ER verbs o, s, amos, a's, n. And you have got IR verbs o, s, emos, is, n. I would pause the video now and write down these examples in your book or on a piece of paper so that you can revise from them. Okay, right, we're going to have a look at a video that might help you remember how to do these verbs. So let's have a look at this. It's a YouTube video and it's called Conjugation Style. Is it going to play? Oh, it doesn't want to play. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, you're probably quite lucky that we're not in school, because there's a good chance that I would now be asking you to make your own version of the conjugation video. Right. Let's have a look what we're doing here. I'll come back on the webcam. Right, so following on from the endings, let's see what's going on here. So now in your book or on your piece of paper, choose one of each type of verb from the left hand side and write down their full conjugation. So you've got a range of infinitive verbs here. And they are organised into AR, ER, IRs. Choose one from each group and write down their full conjugation with the endings on. Pause the video now so you can keep the screen on. Okay, right, so you've got an activity to do now. So you need to translate these sentences. So the first section, you're going to be translating them into English. So you have got, down the side, you have got infinitives in Spanish. And on the right hand side there, you've got them conjugated with the different endings on. So like this example, you need to write down what they are in English. If there's any verbs in there that you don't know, you have got a help box at the bottom to help you work out what they mean. Then section 2, you've got the infinitives and you need to conjugate them following the instructions here. Okay, so pause the video now and write these down into your book or on your piece of paper. Okay, we're going to do a bit of listening practice. So let's have a look what's going on. Listen and follow along with the text below. When you get to a gap, write down the word that you hear in Spanish, pay attention to your spelling, and your extension task is to find these words in Spanish from the text. Okay, so each one will play twice, so you should have plenty of time. The first thing you need to do is write down 1 to 17, because you've got 17 words that you're going to be writing down. So write 1 to 17 in your book or on your paper. Okay, right, we're going to make a start. So you're following along on the screen. When you get to a gap, write down the word in Spanish that you hear. Make sure you try and spell it correctly. Okay, right, we're going to have a look at the answers now, so you can mark your own work. You should have 1, tengo, 2, chateo, 3, favorito, 4, encanta, me encanta, 5, prefiero, 6, contacto, 7, amiga, 8, música, 9, veo, 10, perro, 11, celebramos, 12, especial, 13, estudiantes, 14, hermana, 15, grande, 16, visito, 17, bonita. Okay, and that is the end of today's lesson. There will be more resources on Teams, and there will be a link to Quizlet for you to practice key vocabulary. See you again next week. Adios.